Okay, next we will see the scales of measurement. Okay, scales of measurement. So we can measure the variable in four scales. One is ratio scale, interval scale, and ordinal scale, and nominal scale. Okay, so here the ratio scale and interval scale are quantitative variable. Okay, and the ordinal scale and nominal scale are qualitative variable. Okay, so for measuring, that is, we can measure the quantitative variable in ratio and interval scale, and we can measure the qualitative variable in ordinal and nominal scale. Okay, see for example, ratio scale. Ratio scale have magnitude. Okay, that is, it has value, and the ratio and interval has meaning, and absolute zero is present. See for example, we will measure the variable weight and height in ratio scale. That is, because the ratio between two height and the ratio between two height have meaning. Similarly, the interval between two height and the interval between two weight has some meaning. Okay, and zero weight and zero height implies the absence of the variable, absence of height or weight. Okay, so here the ratio scale, in ratio scale the ratio and interval has meaning. Next is interval scale. So in interval scale has magnitude. Okay, because the okay, magnitude, and the interval has meaning, the ratio has no meaning, and in the interval scale the absolute zero is absent. See for example, the temperature, air, etc. So these are example of interval scale. So in this scale the ratio between two years has no meaning. Okay, the ratio between 2 years, the ratio between 2020 and 2021, it does not have any meaning. Okay, but the difference, that is the interval between 2020 and 2010, so these have some meaning. Okay, so these are the example of interval scale. And the 0 degree temperature not implies the absence of temperature. So we are having temperature but it is very low. Okay, so interval scale, so this is example of the variable that is measured in interval scale. Okay, and next is ordinal scale. So in the ordinal scale we will have magnitude, and ratio. So that is, we have magnitude, and the ratio or interval has no meaning, and absolute zero is absent. See for example, rating or ranking the variable, that is, I am ranking the variable as a large, small, and marginal forms. So we will measure the qualitative variable in ordinal scale. Okay, so the rating or ranking are the, so these are example. Next is nominal scale. The nominal scale have no magnitude, and the variable is given as a name. Okay, see for example, gender. So gender is an example of nominal. Gender is a variable, so this variable is an example of nominal scale. See gender, that is male, female, and marital status, married, unmarried. Okay, so these variable have no magnitude. Okay, but they have some meaning. Okay, male, female, like that, married, unmarried, like that. Okay, so these are example. Next is source of data. So we can collect the data majorly from two sources. Okay, the first is primary sources. Okay, or secondary sources. The primary sources means the data collected through interview, survey, or mail. Okay, so if you are collecting a data through interview, survey, or mail, okay, so that is example of primary source data. Okay, that is the data collected by the investigator himself. Okay, the data collected by the investigator himself. Okay, so that is example of the primary source of data. Secondary sources means, if you are collecting the data from published article or report or thesis, okay, or government website. Okay, that is, we are indirectly collecting the data. Okay, in the primary sources data we will collect the data directly, but in secondary sources we will collect the data indirectly. Okay, that is from published article or report or thesis. Okay, or official government website. Okay, so these are example of secondary sources data. So the data collected other than, sorry, the data collected other than primary sources are secondary data. Okay, see for example, I shown an example, a real example. For example, if a faculty want to collect data of mark of student. Okay, so he can collect the data in two ways. He can collect the mark of a student from the respective student or from the mark list of the college. Okay, so in this two case, which one is primary data, and which one is secondary data? In this two case, which one is primary data and which one is secondary data? See this one, okay, that is if a faculty is collecting a mark of a student from himself, okay, so this is primary data. If a faculty is collecting the mark of a student from the mark list of from the college, so that is secondary data. Okay, so this is example of primary data and secondary data. Okay, so next is the steps in statistical analysis of data. In statistics, we will mainly deal with data. Okay, so what is the steps involved? First is we want to collect the data. We will collect the data from primary sources or secondary sources, and then we want to organize the data. That is, we want to organize the meaning is we want to either classify the data, and we want to tabulate the data. Next, we want to present the data in the form of diagram or graph, and then we want to analyze the data, and then we want to do interpretation of the data. Okay, last we want to do suggestion or proposal. Okay, so these are steps in statistical analysis of data. Okay, so in any analysis of data, generally we will follow only these 6 steps. Okay, first we will collect the data, and then we will organize the data, and then we will present the data, and then we will analyze the data, and then we will interpret the data, and then based on the interpretation of data, we will go for suggestion. See, what is classification? Classification means grouping the data into different classes or subclasses. Okay, so why we need classification data? Data collected as such, okay, is in unorganized form. Okay, that is raw data. Raw data, lack of experience, that is the raw data has very less information. Okay, so we want to organize the raw data. So for this purpose, we are going classification. Okay, see, for example, so this is example of the mid semester mark of first BS Agri student. Okay, so here you can see this is raw data. Raw data means the ungrouped or unorganized form of data. Okay, raw data. So in this we are having no meaning. Okay, we cannot find any meaning, or that is we cannot find any information from this data. Okay, so for example, if we group the data like this, that is we will classify the data like this, that is above average, average, below average. So here we can be able to find some information or pattern from the data. Okay, so we will do classification mainly to find the information. Okay, so here the character is grade of mark, and the variable is continuous, and the scale is ratio. Next is tabulation. Tabulation means summarizing the classified data. Okay, or group data. Okay, that is called tabulation. So this is example of tabulation. Okay, so in above average mark, mark means mark is above 18, number of student 25, grade is A plus, and average like this. Okay, so this is tabulation. And data presentation. So we can present the data either by diagram or by graph. Okay, so diagram or graph means visual form of presentation of data. Okay, so that is diagram or graph. We will draw diagram by using symbols and shapes. Example of simple diagram, simple multiple component bar diagram, pie diagram, histogram. And we will draw the graph by using points, lines, and curves. Example, frequency curve, frequency polygon, Google curve. Okay, so here you can see this is a diagram. Okay, and this is a graph. Okay, so this is example of graph and diagram.